Okay, I'm making this video in a rush because I did not want to make this video ever in my lifetime, ever. But we need to talk about the Hank Green situation, because what in the actual fuck, man? If you don't know what happened, let me explain it to you. Hank motherfucking Green used AI in a Complexly video. Hank Green. Nothing is sacred anymore. God, I can't believe I'm making jokes right now. But nothing is sacred anymore. Holy hell. Actually, holy hell. I'm just gonna get some freaking stuff up. There we go. If you don't know who Hank Green is, he's the guy who made Crash Course Philosophy. He's the guy who made Crash Course. Crash Course! I'm just trying to tell you some of his... He made the video The Riskiest Moment in the AI Bubble. He made the video Educational Video in the Age of AI. I'm pretty sure I can keep scrolling and find stuff. A Masterclass in Manipulation. Let's do some research. Hank and Bernie talk about AI for real. There's so much. Why AI scares me. This is going to be very messy. There is so much stuff. Hank Green talks a lot about politics and AI and science and all of that jazz, okay? And he's a very reputable guy, okay? I've said this before, I'll say it again. He made Crash Course. And now we're finding out he used AI. Now here's the problem. Hank Green used AI in his research process to find papers and stuff. Personally, I do not think he used AI to make his scripts. This is why this is actually hurting me, like for real. I went to school where my history teacher showed me an AI video. After that, I had an after-school activity where I went and did a little bit of public speaking. I gave the vote of thanks in front of a bunch of people, and the event was debating about AI. I come home and I start working on some stuff that I'm writing, and in the comment section of AO3 I find a person, I start talking to them, and we start chatting on Discord, and I realize it's someone using AI. And then I open my phone and I'm scrolling on YouTube. I find posts from Hank's channel, and I scroll a little bit and I find a post that says Hank Green used AI in his videos. So we're fucked. We're so fucked, guys. If Hank freaking Green uses AI in his videos, then what are we even doing? What are we even doing? He is the communication. He is the science communicator. He is the educational video maker. And he is using AI. And we're fucked. If you go to, if you now go to his Twitter, he has deleted his original apology and given a longer explanation with an apology at the end. I think I should read that. I should probably read that. I should definitely read that. I'm gonna have to find it really quick. There we go. The top result is a screenshot of his original apology, which is, I produced this under a ton of pressure, so I went and checked my process from start to finish. I did use ChatGPT for research on the script, and watching it, I definitely get an AI feel. So I think it's fair to say I was relying too much on generated notes. That's the thing I've been doing, and it's a bad habit. At a time, I've become overcommitted myself. But I just went to the notes, and the script for this neither contained the I appreciate the pushback. So where this comes from is in the Complexly video, he said, I appreciate the pushback. And that's a thing that AI says a lot, which is how we realized that Hank Green used AI in his videos. Now, I'm sorry, everything's so messy in this video. Nothing's working. I had to make this video in such a rush. I need to get this out. Why? It's not like anyone follows this channel, but I need to get these words out. Because my whole day has been about AI. My entire day. It's not like I don't think about that enough. I'm an artist. I'm a musician. I have to think about that stuff. I'm going to college next year. I have to think about that stuff. I'm going to enter the workforce in a couple years. I have to think about that stuff all the time already. I don't need my heroes using AI. But I just went back to the notes, and the script for this neither contained the I appreciate the pushback line. So that particular moment was an ad-lib in reference to my guest pushing back on me, saying that the words are purely made up. Okay. He did admit to using AI. I think he could have said no. I appreciate that he came clean. I do appreciate that. I think I'll have to go to Twitter to get his... Oh, please don't make me log in. God damn it. Please don't get me... Oh, God. This is such a mess of a video. This is such a mess of a video. It's just the sheer amount of content that I have to listen to. You know, that little, because I'm not good at public speaking, I was really scared, and I also procrastinated, so I had to write the vote of thanks by hand at the last moment, and one of my friends suggested that I should use ChatGPT, and I genuinely almost accepted the idea. I was genuinely gonna do it. It's like my entire 2 years, the last couple of years, has been about AI and beating AI addiction and trying to not use AI and talking about AI, and it's just so much. It's too much. God damn it. God fucking damn it. Okay. Original tweet deleted. You can still see it here, along with the post of how I'm going to be changing things going forward. Okay, let's see this. Let's fucking get at it, bro. I've already read this, and it's super. I don't even have words. What do I even say to that? It says, okay, it has like 3 points. It says, I'm mortified that I have let so many people down. I think I understand how that happened. I'm going to change things about how I make stuff. Complexly's AI policy is public and well considered and adhered to by the whole team. I think it's worth reading. Complexly is the nonprofit that makes Crash Course and SciShow and a bunch of other shows I do not write for. So here's the thing. I don't think he slipped up or even used AI in his like script writing process. I think he definitely just used it to find papers, research papers, because he is a science communicator and he has to talk about that stuff. And he does not write for Complexly. This has been said before in the honey scam video that he talked about. And he's like, I don't write for Complexly anymore. And, you know, stuff. He does not write for Complexly. So it's not, I don't think there was anything that came out of Hank's mouth that was AI generated. But he took this opportunity to admit that he does use AI, and obviously there's going to be backlash to that because this community is filled with people who realize that AI trained off copyrighted material. And when Hank uses AI, he is contributing into the wealth of Sam Altman. He's contributing to the billionaires. That's what that stands for. The first part basically says he has been using AI to locate papers and other resources for learning about topics. This is how most educational centers say you should use AI to learn stuff. But here's the thing. You're still contributing to horrible people with horrible motives who are taking people out of jobs and who are lobbying the American government, which also means America is like doing weird shit to the world. It affects me, bro. That's like saying I don't use Suno AI for making music. I just use it to find resources. You're still contributing money to horrible people. That's the whole thing. It's copyrighted material that you are using for free, aka stealing. God, I feel bad when I even pirate stuff, let alone using AI. The next part is him talking about AI, and it's like he's not a pure AI hater. He does acknowledge that AI now exists, even though it disturbs him. And so when I say that I think the speed at which these companies are trying to consolidate economic power should freak everyone out in the world, that's coming from someone who has nuanced takes. Y'all remember that whole video with Hank freaking out about AI? And about like American politics? How do you take that and then also use AI? I think the more that I'm talking about this, the more I feel hypocritical. Because I have also used AI for like schoolwork. And I felt horrible for it. And it also helps me understand what Hank is going through. And I really want to be mad, but unfortunately I also see why he used it. Because we all know he is always taking up new projects, and he's always doing stuff, and he's always busy, and it's understandable that he would gravitate to that, just like I did, because doing school stuff was going to take too much work and I didn't want to do it. The next part is about how he is under tremendous pressure, and that's the comment, why don't you just make less, no one's making you do this, does not make sense for him. Which is also, if you watch any of Hank Green's videos, you will understand that he's always trying to get material out. He's always trying to make an impact on the world. And he has done that. He has done so much work. And I don't think that should be discarded because of one mistake. That also doesn't mean that he didn't make that mistake and we should just ignore this. We should not ignore this. This is damaging his credibility so much. It's to an incredible point that the trustworthiness I had on Hank Green is being demolished. The worst part is he just posted a video. I don't think if that's the worst part, but he did just post a video and I did watch it because it was before I figured out all this stuff. And it's, funnily enough, it's one of those like poetic videos. If you've seen Poop in the Eiffel Tower, which is also another Hank Green video, this is very similar to that. I wonder if there are like new comments under this video now. I'm gonna mute my thing so I don't get copyrighted. I don't think so. I don't think there's like new stuff. Oh, there we go. There we go. There's a new comment here. It has. It's by. I'm not gonna read their username. You can see it. It's probably gonna be well liked. God's long comment, but it just says that they've been a subscriber for a really long time, and Hank Green's videos have made the commenter a more better and more informed and more curious and more empathetic person, which is yeah. I think he's done that for a lot of people. And then it says, I say all this to illustrate how profoundly disappointed I am to hear about your use of Gen AI, Hank. So yeah. Yeah. I think the user put it much better than I could. I say all this to illustrate how profoundly disappointed I am to hear about your use of AI. This feels like not just an attack on Hank Green, but his entire community, including Crash Course, including Vlogbrothers, including SciShow, including the Humans podcast, including the Dear Hank, John and Hank. Every single hero I have had on the internet has done something so profoundly horrible. That's what this is. This is horrible. This stupid kids shows I used to watch when I was little, the stupid Minecraft videos I used to watch when I was a tween, and now this. And now this. I don't know how to react to this. It hurts every time when you realize that your heroes are not doing the right things. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be more comments. Feels like a betrayal of trust. I think there's a lot of people giving support because they know the amount of pressure this man is under. And apart from all of the things that he's doing on the internet and personally, he's also writing a book. He is also a parent. He also has a family. It's a lot. I understand it's a lot. But it's just it's so heartbreaking. It's so heartbreaking. This is gonna damage his credibility so much. The thing is, I think Sam Does Art put this in a great way. He did not comment on the Hank Green stuff. He commented on something entirely different, but it was about AI art and about an artist using AI art. And he said that once you come clean for using it, the people who appreciate and watch your art or content or whatever are never ever gonna be able to be sure if what they're hearing coming out of your mouth is your own words or AI generated slop. I think Hanks made it clear that he did not use ChatGPT or AI or whatever to make his scripts. He just used it as a research aid, but that's not, the intent is not the important bit. It's the fact that you know what AI contributes to, that it's stealing work, that it's giving money to horrible people, that it's making easier for governments to crumble into millions of pieces. It's that you know all that in great detail, and then you still use the application for a purpose. There we go, another one. They're all from a couple of hours earlier. It's I was saddened to hear your I was saddened to hear about your use of AI. Hopefully the Bizarre Beast pins won't go the same way because I can't in good conscience stay subscribed. He also talks about in his like apology thing. He talks about how using LLMs gives you a dopamine hit, which yeah, it does. I don't I don't like the people who say so using LLMs is giving you a dopamine hit. That's so weird. It is a thing. It's the fact that you can get so much information in such an accessible and digestible way in a click of a finger. It definitely gives you a dopamine hit. It's the same thing with those romance chatbots. They give you the same kind of dopamine hit on top of other stuff, which YouTube won't let me say. But it is, yeah. Ooh, there's just a person saying new AI video question mark. They're all from 1 or 2 hours ago. This makes me so sad. Everyone in the comments is like, how beautiful, Hank. But it was written with AI. AI slop. Hank, I trusted you. I did use ChatGPT for research. So disappointing. Kinda kills the message when it was written by AI. I'm gonna sort by newest. There we go. Is this the ChatGPT video? There's someone giving an explanation. People using. Is this? No, this is just a. Yeah. You are a multi-millionaire and you can't be bothered to hire one real team to write your scripts. Stop using AI for your scripts. I think he made it clear that he doesn't use AI for his scripts, but again, there's no credibility. It will probably up to less if people like you stop using AI for things you don't need. Yeah. Yeah. I Hank, unless you are using a specialized machine learning tool for research, you absolutely should not use AI, especially LLMs for scripts. Outlines for scripts are part of writing that uses your brain the most. It requires the most critical thinking, and if I'm watching a script that's made with AI, what possible reason should I have to follow your channel when any other channel I follow could make the same script? Now AI is getting shoved into everything. Yeah. Oh yeah. I think I did mention that my entire day has been about AI. And now one of my heroes has used AI. So what now? What now? Because everything AI has trained on literally everything. It's so unfortunate. I think Hank's channel is just. Here's what I think. I think we're gonna heal from this. We will. We will definitely heal from this. And after that, I think Hank's channel is gonna either resort to having a team writing for him, which, yeah, makes sense, and or it's gonna not do like deep research stuff anymore. This is so bad. This is so bad. This is gonna suck. Is this what my adult years are gonna be like? I can never be sure who's saying what. I'm tired of all the bullshit, man. If you don't use AI, you're gonna be left behind. AI is just a tool. AI is not a tool. It kills creativity. It's all such bullshit. Y'all don't understand. I had to sit there and watch an AI video in my history class, after which I stressed about talking in front of a bunch of people for the rest of the day. And then I had to listen to a bunch of teenagers debate about if AI should be a tool or not. And then after that, I had to go on stage and thank everyone because that's the job I had to do. And then I come home and I talk to someone who was using AI to give me suggestions about my writing. And then I open YouTube and there is AI being used on the one place I thought I was free from AI. On Hank's channel. All of the comments, no, that's hyperbole. Most of the comments, if you sort them by newest and you look at specifically the ones that are coming in an hour or 2 hours ago, all of them are about AI, or most of them are about his use of AI. He said that he doesn't use AI in his scripts, but how do we know that? He could have used it for research. He could have definitely used AI. This is bad. This is so bad. I'm really feeling it now. This feels dystopian. There are no safe places. There are no places where you can be free from these slot machines. This man is he's one of the OG YouTubers. And you're telling me he uses AIs. I'm gonna find more videos that Hank has made about AI to just show you how much this hurts. Why is everyone so wrong about AI water use? The thing about power that powerful people cannot understand is about American politics slash billionaire slash AI. I watched all of these videos to just give you some perspective. I know what all of these videos are about because I watched all of them. There we go. Another one. ChatGPT isn't smart is something much weirder. There we go. You know it sucks. Why would you use it? Responding to mostly thoughtful AI comments, the anti-bubble case makes zero sense. Or the title of the map is of the map. The title of the video is "The State of the AI Industry is Freaking Me Out." Give me a single reason why Sora 2 should exist. There's so many videos. I'm changing how I manage my money because of AI. I wonder if he's actually gonna post a video talking about all of this. Because as far as now, it's just been tweets or stuff on Reddit. It's only been text. And when people do that, I get really scared. Because it just feels like it's not even worth for them to turn on camera and talk about something. He also did fun stuff like blind ranking AI logos and how much they look like assholes, which is so dumb, and it's so Hank Green, and it's about AI, and I genuinely do not think that AI is a useful technology. Is it? I don't know. I mean, it helps me do assignments when I don't care about them. It helps me do stuff that I don't think matters. But then it also gives money to horrible people. Then it also, the environment is getting hurt because of it. People's water is getting fucked because of it. And no one can trust the internet anymore. I think it's been made pretty clear that Complexly videos, which is where this whole AI stuff came from, Hank does not write those. But he used the allegations that were being put on him to give a statement, and I'm starting to think maybe he shouldn't have posted it entirely if he is just using it for as a research aid, but then he's still using AI. Real things look fake now. Another one. There's so much stuff. There is so much AI stuff. This man is so educated and he knows how to do so much stuff. And we all know his brain doesn't work in the way of, if I'm tired, maybe I should take a break. No, his brain works and I need to get this out as efficiently and as fast as I can. And his brain works in, I need to make a change in the world. I think there was a video where he said that, I think it was about Fruit Love Island. And he said that sometimes he realizes that a video has been made with AI and like the script has been made with AI, and he will continue to watch it because he needs to think about these issues, and he's doing the dishes and it doesn't really matter. So there's definitely some use for it, but what now? What now? No, I can't do this again. I cannot. I cannot have another one of my heroes do something horrible like this. He needs to come out with a video or a, an even better statement with evidences and proofs. Because there needs to be a no AI space. And that was Hank's channel. That was Vlogbrothers. And now we don't know if that's... We don't know if that's even gonna be right. There is no legislation on this stuff. It is owned by oligarchs. And I'm realizing how much my life is gonna suck the moment I become an adult.